Hello and welcome to my very first Let's Play game. I'm going to play King's Bounty: The Legend, a game series I really like. And as I'm going to replay the whole series, I thought, why not try and make a Let's Play series about it. And the game itself is a strategic game with both real-time and turn-based components. The exploration part of the game are real-time and the combat are turn-based. I will play on impossible difficulty, but I will also talk a little bit about the basics in this first episode. I will also try and make it through the tutorial on the first one. So pick a new game, and there are 4 difficulties. If you are a beginner, I will probably try normal. Gold experience and troops are not infinite in this game. It's an expendable resource. So always when you play, try and keep the losses as low as you can. On easy and normal, I don't think it's such a problem. There are 3 classes: warrior, paladin and mage. Mage is one of my favorites in this game series, mostly because they have access to a lot of control spells, and their superior talent is that they can cast 2 spells in the same round of combat. Paladins are middle ground, warrior and mage. In this game they're not so good in this game, in the first in the series here. Their specialty is that they gain extra might and magic runes, so that they can spec more into the other trees, and also have some bonuses against undead and demons. Warriors, they have the biggest armies, get the most leadership. I will come back to what leadership means. And their tree also give offensive and defensive bonuses. I'm going to play warrior. I haven't actually played it on impossible before in this first game. And I will have the Iron Fist as an emblem, and Bill Gilbert will be perfect name. Okay, and to the intro.
King Mark's ascent to the throne was unusual for the glorious kingdom of Darien. During the solemn ceremony, Prince Karl relinquished the throne to his younger brother. Having passed the crown, Karl retired to a remote location in the provinces, there dedicating himself to science, which held a far greater attraction to him than power. Thus, the younger Prince Mark became king, and soon was called wise for his deeds. For long years, nothing darkened the rule of Mark the Wise. Trouble seemed to flee the kingdom, and the people sincerely loved and respected their ruler. But the king grew sad, for he was not blessed with children. Science and magic proved useless, and so the king appealed to the gods of Endoria, and his prayer was heard. The gods sent him a baby, a beautiful girl, and the king named her after the brightest star in the night sky, Amelie. As the years went by, the gods looked on as the fate of Darien turned. First, news from the elven lands ceased, and then there arose armed conflicts between old allies. First the dwarves, and then it was the pirates from the Islands of Freedom who became too bold. Perhaps worse was the restlessness from within. The undead were on the rise. Robbery became commonplace. The mages complained of strange surges of magic, and storms and earthquakes, formerly quite rare, began to sweep the kingdom. However, these difficulties only strengthened the spirit of those who would dedicate their lives to the service of the kingdom. true heroes are wanted always, and today, young knights, guarantors of stability and keepers of the peace across their native lands and the whole world of Endoria, are completing their training in the Knight's Temple. Young knight, your time has come. Your mentor Richard awaits in the training center. A single step is all that separates you from a life filled with breathtaking adventure. So go now. Show the world what you can do.
And we're starting. So loading. Okay, we're here in the temple, and here, as you see, it's real-time movement. Fast view at the hero. You can see the gold, rage, something I will come back to later. Mana used to cast spells. I got some troops, level, and leadership. Here in the portrait, you can see that I have attack, defense, and intellect. Attack. If you have more attack than the opponent have defense, you will do increased damage. If you have more defense than the opponent have attack, you will take less damage. Intellect dictates how much damage you do with spells, and also the duration of some of the spells. Leadership, this dictates how many troops you can have. For example, bowman, you need to have 50 leadership to have one bowman. We have 210 leadership, so I can have 4 bowmans. The creatures gain your attack and defense as a bonus. You see here it's 16 and 10 in the base, and 18 and 11 with my bonuses. Initiative is the order in which they start in combat. Speed, how many action points to get, and that are used to move and attack. Health, how much health they have, and damage, how much damage each creature do. We can also see here it's doing physical damage, and there are also poison, magic, and fire. As you can see, there are extra resistances for those kind of attacks. Some talents and some abilities. The trees are might, mind, and magic. Each tree might specialize in combat. Mind, well, I don't know if it have any real specialization. Utility, I would suppose. And magic are of course magic. You have 3 types of runes: red, green, and blue. And even if you have are in the red tree, will not only cost red runes. For example, training costs both might and mind runes. And I will start to try and get learning. I always want to have some more experience at the start, and then I will try and get one magic. I will probably try order magic or distortion magic. It depends on what spells I get, and then we'll go all out here in the might tree and try and buff our army somewhat. Okay, I won't read this out loud, so I will click as fast as I have read myself. If it's too fast for you, then please just pause the video or something. And of course, since this is a tutorial, we'll get some extra troops. They are pretty high level. They are level 4 troops. It's nice. And don't forget to equip the equipment. Here in the beginning, in the cellar, you won't lose your troops, so I'm going to be pretty reckless here in the introduction. Oh, nice, a mind ruin. Well, let's kill the green dragon. As you can see, I have defense and weight command for every creature I have. The dragon got to go first, as he has a higher initiative than my horseman. If I wait, then the next creature will have his turn. As an archer, you can, for example, walk a step and then shoot. Just remember, you can't walk the full length, so you will have, for example, I can't walk 2 steps and attack. I can only walk 1 step and attack, as this knight only have speed 2. Let's see. Creatures only have 1 retaliation strike, so after the first retaliation I'm free to go at him as I want. Oh, he used his AoE, okay. Here I pressed the Alt button, which made me see the HP on each creature. It's not the total, it's for the leaving, for example. So there's 10 troops in this one, in 10 horsemen. Each have 130 HP, and one is about to die. So we'll pass with that one. Wait, we'll shoot with him. That was actually an error. I should have attacked with my knight first, but well, as it's the tutorial, I'm a bit reckless, as I said. If I use defense, then the troop that used to defend that I used to defend with will get an extra defense. It could be pretty good against some archers, perhaps, or if you don't want to walk forward. Okay, this might be the worst start ever, but we'll keep going. Got some experience and some coins. We're saving the beautiful princess. Seem to have been used for a couple of times. Yeah, we'll write something to the future generations, how to be a brave knight like me. Okay, this room is done. Yeah, reusable princess, it's a good thing. Okay, so now he wants me to kill some necromancers, and this is the introduction how to use spells. Normally, when you get spells, you get a scroll. These scrolls are one use only, but if you learn the scroll, it will cost you some crystals. I have 3 crystals now, for example, and requires 2 to learn haste. But it also say I need distortion magic level 1, and you can find that in the magic tree here in the middle. Most spells, or I think all spells, actually have free levels, and when you have learned a new, for example, distortion magic 2, you can learn haste level 2. It will also cost you some crystals. Here's the evil necromancer, and I will punish the darkness. As you see here, I'm meeting another hero. Other heroes also have stats that they will give to their creatures. I'm actually not sure why it have extra initiative, but well, shouldn't be a problem. There's also a treasure chest on the battlefield. Sometimes it spawns extra treasure chests, and they are very good to pick up. So it might be worth taking a hit or two. Let's see. Yeah, we're killing that spider. And as I said, this is the tutorial, so things will be somewhat harder when I get out from here. And that's why I actually trying to just speed through it. And we're done with that part. Kill the evil necromancer. And oh, I didn't kill him. Ah, that's good. Okay, and now we will learn about digging. You can dig by pressing the D button. As you see, I found one treasure right there. And cartwheel makes me even dumber than I am, but it's okay as I don't have any intellect and I'm not using any spells yet. Normally, if you see this light, it means you can dig and a treasure chest will pop up. Not that I actually need more mana right now, but it's fun to equip some to get some equipment. Okay, we'll wait. Move forward some. As you can see, you can also hover over, move the cursor over the enemies, and you can see how far they can move. As they can not move the full length and attack in the same turn, I'm safe where I'm standing now. Would I take one more step, then both the venomous spider and the cave spider would be able to attack me. So we stay here for now, and we'll wait for them to come closer. No, I think I'm just hibernating the bear. Kill the spiders and kill the plants. Okay. I found the artifact. That's nice. And you will probably hear me click a lot when I'm moving. It's a bad habit I have when playing these games. Okay, some gold. Let's see if I can speed up so that I'm actually outside from the tutorial when this episode is over. As you can see, the plant has an ability to create new plants, and it's a great ability when you use it yourself, and a very irritating ability when used against you. Well, I think I'll just finish up the tutorial anyway, even if it's even if it's a little bit longer than I first thought about. So let's just wrap it up. I think it's 2 fights and maybe 1 treasure left. Nice, Potion Skull. It's a pretty good spell at the start. And the Iron Tooth. Here you can see a trap or an object on the battlefield. It's a cursed cross. This one is actually pretty bad news if you're standing in his shadowed tiles. You can kill it, or we can try and use it so that the enemies walk inside the shadowed field, and by doing that they should get punished after at the next turn. Okay, so we just wait and see what's happened. The spider got slowed. Okay. When we're out playing for real, it could be pretty good to actually get across if it's on the right place. It could debuff and even kill a lot of your enemies. Okay, I think we're actually done. Going to talk with Richard. He wants me to be a treasure hunter. Okay. Okay, then we're off to some real adventures. I will stop the first episode here and continue in the next. See you then.